Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 29th of November. I'm Donovan Neal. We stay mild for today and tomorrow and throughout the over the weekend as the weekend begins, but people are kind of concerned about regarding the storm potential tomorrow. Do we even see storms, and could they be severe in the DFW Metroplex? Hopefully we'll answer all of your questions here. Let's take a look at the upper air look across the nation at 500 millibars. You can see we have a little bit of a storm system going on in the northwestern Pacific Ocean, and of course that's creating a zonal flow here, and we can obviously see that in the temperatures. Not too cold and not too warm here in North Texas, mostly in the low to mid 50s, with the exception of a few colder spots in the mid 40s and 30s as well. Around the nation, not too cold around the nation this morning. Mostly in the some places are actually starting in the mid 20s, which is not as bad as recent days. And again, like I said, in North Texas down here, we'll end up in the mid 70s. Just a beautiful day today. Around the watch warning map, not much going on across the nation for this time of the year, but for today, on the convective outlooks, only thing we have to note here is a risk for thunder for much of California and parts of Nevada and Arizona. But other than that, no organized severe weather is expected. But let's go into tomorrow. How about an enhanced risk of severe storms for the Arklatex region, including parts of Oklahoma? And you can see that the standard slight risk includes places like Plano, Sherman, and McKinney, and Waxahachie, and Corsicana, and points to the east. Obviously includes the Dallas Metro as well, most of Dallas County. And you can see that the marginal risk, which is the darker green, includes Waco, Fort Worth, Arlington, basically the western half of the DFW Metro, and points to the east. Does include Oklahoma City, by the way. And the enhanced risk of severe storms includes places like Paris, Texarkana, Little Rock, Fort Smith, and some of those adjacent areas. And we'll get more specifics in the risk for just a second. But obviously in the enhanced risk, all modes of severe weather will be possible, including the potential for tornadoes. And on day three, which is Saturday, the 30th of December, that slight risk shifts off to the east. Here's the average rainfall for the next 7 days. Rather through Thursday morning of next week, heavier totals remain off in Eastern California, and down here, there's a very tight gradient of places that stay dry and the places that see rain in North Texas. Obviously, with those that are more in the standard slight risk area, that are obviously more in the severe weather risk area, those places will obviously see the most rain. And in the tropics, nothing new is expected during the next 5 days. The 2018 Atlantic hurricane season actually ends tomorrow, November the 30th. So it looks like we'll stay quiet for that duration. So let's go on to the model output. This is the O6Z run of the GFS followed this afternoon at noon. You can see we have that trough beginning to dig down south, and down here as a result we'll still stay quiet, mostly in the mid 70s though, with the mostly sunny skies as we mentioned before. But here's Friday the 30th, afternoon. You can see we have a few scattered showers and thunderstorms trying to develop off to the east, with that surface low beginning to approach from the northwest. But the question is will North Texas see at least some severe weather? Let's take a look at the 3 kilometer NAM. This is valid. This is pretty much valid at around, I'd say at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see any scattered or isolated shower, thunderstorm activity is basically off to the east, past just to the east of the DFW metro area, and of course it's pretty much stays east for that duration. So at this point I'd pretty much say don't expect anything major for the DFW metroplex. A few isolated storms could manage to sneak into the metroplex, but other than that, don't expect anything major. Again, we'll stay mostly dry, mostly sunny skies with highs in mid 70s actually. And Saturday, the first day of December, the first day of meteorological winter, and you can see that surface low beginning to it actually lifts off to the northeast. You can see that affects mostly the deep south and the Midwest, and actually Highs mostly stay in the low 70s for us, with mostly sunny, with a mix of sun and clouds. And here's Sunday. Here's Sunday. The surface, a high begins to take over parts of the southern plains. As a result, we'll mention mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid 60s. But here's Monday of next week. A 1032 millibar surface high begins to form over the Dakotas, pushes a new surge of cold air down here. Highs mostly go to the upper 50s on Monday, with a mix of sun and clouds. And on Tuesday, that 1030 millibar high actually plops down right there, right here for us. Again, with that new surge of cold air, we'll mention mostly sunny skies. Highs in the, I'd say highs around 50 degrees at this point. Some places will start just above or below freezing. And here's Wednesday, pretty much the same deal. Here's Thursday. Here's a week from today, Thursday the 6th of December. You can see we have a little bit of troughing off in the west coast, and down here we'll stay mostly dry. Again, highs mostly in the mid 50s with a mix of sun and clouds. Now here's Saturday morning, the 8th of December. I think this will be our next big rainmaker if this were to verify. A compact system all the way from the Pacific moves more to the west and begins to affect North Texas during Friday and Saturday, but mostly Saturdays when we'll see the best chances of widespread showers and thunderstorms if this were to verify again. Still 9 to 10 days out, a lot of things can and will change. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble, highs mostly in the 70s as we transition out of November and into December. Highs mostly in the 70s. We still stay mild, but then that cold front comes through on the Sunday afternoon, and then the upper high pressure forms, which brings down cold air, and we'll see highs mostly go down into the mid 40s, into the mid 40 mid 50 degree range, with lows mostly in the 30s and 40s for the next for the as we go into early to mid December. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll more notes in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.